It works. Now, hello there. Hello, and as you can see, this is the helmet I'm working on. Slowly painting it, and I'm going to repaint it with new paints, technically. So, and I do have one back there, as you can see, which is my chief one. I did finish up a bit ago. Now, we're talking about the Master Grade Destiny Gundam Extreme Blast Mode. This thing is pretty much the Destiny Gundam, but with extra parts to make it stand out a little more, which are clear parts and clear pieces for the other parts of it. In case you want to have it for your own collection, I will put the link in the description for you if you want to buy it. Now, it is worth to say that this thing is a little loose in certain places, and certain parts don't do the best, but that we'll get to when we get time. So let's look. Now, this model kit is really cool looking. I do own the high version of it. But what's the only problem do have with the hands? They don't come off as easily, so you do get more than one pairs of hands. So you do get open palms accessories, two open palms, and you also get one to hold like the beam rifle or any other accessory like the sword or the gun cannon. And that's actually kind of cool that you do get more accessories at least. You do get the other shield right here as well, which is actually transparent plastic. They just added a little bit of spray on there, but you know that happens. Then they also give you these. They actually give you smaller scale ones, so you put it next to this. Now these are like a clear one. You can paint these on your own terms, which I would say if you want to, you can. You do get some effects, or sorry, blades. So one for the sword. You do get two short ones, and you get two long ones, but they go to the same hose. So they go into these right here. So if you know the higher one, you can take these off and we'll put them on. Well, I'll do that. I'll show you. Hold on. You could just pop them off and put on, which is I think kind of cool. And you can do it with the short one as well, which is actually kind of cool. I might either display it like that or well the wings are adding something also. There's more stuff with it, but let's get to the model kit itself. The Destiny Gundam. It is a older master grade, so it will have the problem of being a little floppy in certain areas, but you know that happens. Not every single one though get perfect. I will say I do like the extra parts that make it look like there's more pieces on here. But I kind of like the part actually. The wingspan is so there in total. It is a really good wingspan too, and these do spread out, which I do like. These do spread out as much, which is actually awesome. And these are on, I want to say their own thing, but I don't think they are. They do move by the way as well, so similar to the high grade, which I am comparing to high grade for a reason. I will say I do like the silver. The silver all around, like on the joints here, here, under here, here, and here. Pretty cool actually. And you do get this shifting part for the I think legs. So you can sort them out a little more to get more of a wider posing actually. The butt plate do rotate up by themselves. So a lot of them don't really rotate up or down. They other than to stay still, these I will rotate, which I do like as an idea. I will say the articulation wise, I mean, put that skirt up. That's one problem it has. It like to falls off. And I like to fall off. No matter how much you want to mess with it, but it is for limited. It is very limited to how far it can kick up. But if you just have that off, that's far you kick up. Not the best. The side, I will say, not much more. It doesn't. It can't do that either. But it does have a swivel here, which is pretty cool. A lot of them do have swivels at the thighs, but well, upper thighs. The knee is double jointed. I mean, what do you expect at that point? If it's not Gundam, if not double jointed, you kind of messed up. But the armor does shift, so kind of like the RX 2.0, and the foot is on I think a ball joint. I think from what I know, and the foot can go not much down. The tiny part, certain parts of it are really cool. Some parts, yeah. Head can look up not much and look down that much. And I will say, getting to the uh pilot, it's right there. Kind of cool, actually. It does really make me like this even more. And you just gotta shift it up. And there you go. It's actually kind of cool because like it does make it like a shifting bit. And I one thing I will like is that this little cockpiece and shift down, which I already kind of find annoying in certain parts of them, where they will shift down and it'll be annoying as hell to deal with, but it doesn't. This one does have the wings where it can go down if you don't like it going at an angle, which I actually do like because like I don't want to have their wings upwards. Let me see. Let's get the backpack. No. But you have the storage for the things, which I have. No, the way these things are stored is not really the best. I'll be honest here. Besides, I haven't stored. I normally don't even like have the weapons on here normally. So for me, but I would say the sword does shift better than the high grade one. It doesn't shift just like this, and the booster does thrust up, which I do like. Now, size wise, yeah. I mean, here is the high grade variant. I did take up the hand because I'm not trying to deal with that or fight it today. I will say it is a bit off color because I'm used to the darker colors of this one here. This one's just a lighter blue, a little bit. This is like a darker blue. So that's I think kind of cool. We got Deluxe Bone B, one that I'm gonna review maybe sooner or later in this year. Ryu, which I do have almost few for the characters. And we also have the White Gundam, or the Ghost Gundam, I'm gonna call it that. But I will say, judgeable. And I do like how to look. And I will say it does have gimmicks, or not kind of gimmicks. But these just goes in places where you need to go. For the most part. Little shield goes on top of here. Which I do like. It does fit the aesthetic very, very well. I will say you want to turn your hands out, good luck because they don't come out as much. So if you want to, have a food day with your own terms. I don't have the time for that, and if I did, I already would. I already have enough time to send it by this month, and yeah. I guess my final thoughts on this. Now, I will say the model kit is fantastic. For what it is pretty good, and I think it's very good sizing. When you have it compared to the other master grades in your collection, say as if you had the RX or the Barutos, or if you have other ones that are actually very similar, I think it's pretty good if you are into the types And I will say I will probably pick up more master grades for my collection. I know they did release the Bartos Lupus, which I actually will pick up, and I do like how it looks, and I probably do need it because I do have the Hockey Free in my shelf, and the Rex one if they ever do that one for any time. But is it worth the money? Good question. Yes and no. Due to the extra parts being clear, that's a problem for me because where would you use those in your own collection, or when would you use them? Because they don't tell you in the instructions either to use them, and if you look, it just X out to not use them anywhere. And I'll be honest here, I don't know why they give you these parts because, I mean, you can use them. Don't get me wrong, you can use them, but where though? Because I don't see a point where to use them and when to use them. But it's cool that they give you the clear figure, but at the same time, would he use it? It's gonna be back right now. But to give you two, but the same ones that you have in the mini version for the 1/100 skill and the mini one. So, I mean, it's up to you. It's your money. But what do you think? And also, I am slowly looking. Now, that's the thing is, are you going to pick it up for yourself or someone you love? Good question. What do you think? And to be in the description below in the video, and we know where I am on social media and stuff like that. Peace.